Hey, welcome to this today's little encouragement. I'm just sitting out here by a little fire, a really little one. Anyway, and the children were around here too, but they've wandered off, so I'm just hanging out. And I've got my book out here, Holding On to Hope. So I thought I'll talk about my book, Holding On to Hope. So it's the story of our the tragic loss of our son in 2017, our 14-year-old son, and the hope that has kept us going since. And, I am grateful for this book that I'm able to share with others. So you might think, but the book came from because of your loss of your son. So am I grateful for my loss? Well, like, no, but I'm grateful for God in so many different things through it, from the story that I now have because of our loss and because of what God has done in my life. You know, even these hard things, everything that we go through can be used and turned around for good, for a better purpose, and to give God all the glory. And you see so many examples in the Bible of that. And so, yeah, even in these hard things, I mean, we wish it wouldn't have happened. We wish this maybe wouldn't have been our story, that we would still have our son Clayton here with us. But since God allowed it and it has become our story, now, I am grateful that we can use this to be able to bring hope to others and share our story and what God's done in our life since. And so for that, I am so grateful. I'm grateful that I have the story and the things I've gone through and what God's been through, and I could put this together through a book. So it's on Amazon if you're interested in finding it, Holding On to Hope. And it's more, a book of hope than it is about our story of loss and grief, but just what God has done and been our constant rock and our peace. And He's there for anyone that gives their life to him and allows him to use and to come into those places. And it is hard because we know that God could have prevented it, but yet he allowed it. So then it's like so many questions, and that's okay to wonder and ask God, but realize that he never promised that everything would be good, but he promised he'd always be with us. He said, John 16:33, in this world you will have troubles and tribulations, but in me you will have peace. So that he is always with us, our constant help and rock and peace and comfort through it all. And he said he'd never leave us nor forsake us. We can stand on that and count on that, regardless of what we go through. And so I am so grateful to God and what he's done in my life and for the hope that he gives me. And I love my theme verse here is, now the hope of God will fill you with all joy and peace in believing that you may abound in hope through the power of the Holy Ghost. Romans 15:13. Another version said overflow with hope. So regardless what you go through, what you've been through, where you've been in life, you can overflow with the hope of God. So I just want to encourage you, keep holding on to hope. God is with you always. Stay strong.